everyone, and welcome to 7 Nights at the Twitter Academy. I'm your host, Jason Sutton, Director of Instruction at Carmel Country Club here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm excited to bring you my topic tonight, which is how to hit more greens with short or mid irons. I see so many of my students that hit nice drives down the fairway that continue to miss greens, whether they don't hit the ball solid or they miss them to the right or to the left. So tonight's show is going to focus on you. If you're trying to break 80 or even sometimes trying to break 90, studies show that you really need to have at least 8 greens in regulation on average in order to make that possible. So what I'm going to cover tonight is 3 misconceptions that I think a lot of my people have in the golf swing that keep you from hitting the ball solid. Because I think solid contact is the #1 thing that's going to allow you to get the ball to the green in the proper distance. So let's talk about the first one. Number 1 is I see so many players that have been told to shift their weight to their backside that tend to slide their hips too much, or they tend to stay in flexion, which allows their center to move too far behind the golf ball. If we're assuming that the bottom or the low point of our golf swing is underneath our left shoulder, we need to make sure that we stay a little bit more centered over the golf ball in our pivot. So we're going to talk a lot about how we stay a little bit more over the golf ball as opposed to moving too much to the backside, which is going to require a big shift to the left. Number 2 is I see a lot of players that are trying to start your downswing with your hips, turning your hips. What this does is it pulls the club out of plane and causes you to come across the golf ball. What we have to have here is a little slide or a little bump towards the target in order for us to let the club drop into the slot and swing a little bit more from the inside. So if we're a little more centered over the ball and we're swinging the club from the inside, we've got a better chance of hitting it solid. And then the last misconception is I hear a lot of people say, I'm trying to swing down the line. This is a huge mistake in golf. You have to understand that golf is a circle game. Golf is a circle game played on an incline plane. So you can see my club is not swinging straight. If I try to swing the club too straight, I'm going to come off the circle in both directions. So the club goes this way, and then I see a lot of people trying to swing down the line in their follow through, and it really is going to cause you some trouble with your contact. If you're swinging the club too much from out the in, the tendency is you're going to hit it off the toe. How many of you out there hitting it off the toe? Everybody's got marks all over the toe because the club's swinging out the in, you're hanging back, and then you're trying to swing the club too straight down the line. Golf is a circle game, just like this hula hoop, so our hands have to work a little more inward and then down and out in order for us to keep the club on a decent plane. So those are the 3 things that I really see most of my students that I start to work with that are holding you back. So we're trying to get our weight forward and into the left side with the handle forward. Hold on just a second, I gotta take this. Hello, this is Guru. Yes. Okay, now calm down, sir. Calm down. Yeah, I'm right in the middle of a show. Yeah, I can help you out. What? You missed 5 greens in a row? Are you kidding me? 5 greens. All right. Hold on a second. We're gonna have to help this guy. I think he's our typical backside spin doctor, swing down the line guy. So let's go on out in the golf course and see if we can help this guy hit a few more greens. What do you say? Come on with me. Yeah. Do it. I could, man. What's going on? Jeez.
So frustrated.
You sounded really upset. What's going on?
I'm trying to hit the ball solid, and I can't do anything. I'm trying to turn away from it, get into my right side. I don't know. I'm trying to swing down the line to hit it solid. I just aimed in the middle of the green.
Jeez, where'd you hit the last couple?
Fat. Hit it right in the pond.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, here's what I think's going on, because I've seen you swing. I caught your action coming up, and it looks to me like you're trying to shift your weight a little too much behind the ball. Is that correct?
Probably.
Yeah. You're trying to turn your hips in the downswing?
Yeah.
You're trying to swing at the target? Does this look familiar, guys? Backside spinner, right? Just like we talked about. So let's see if we can help Justin out. Go ahead and set up there just like a ball was there, and we'll get you a ball here in a second.
All right.
What I want you to really feel like here, when you take it back, is that your right hip moves behind you a little bit more. Go ahead and swing to the top. You're going to feel like you're a little more centered over the ball. Does that feel different?
Yeah, that's very different.
The second thing is, I want you to imagine that you're swinging in a circle as you come down. So you're going to swing a little more from the inside.
Okay.
You're going to swing more out to the right of the target. I know that sounds odd, because we're trying to hit at the target, but the golf swing has to come a little bit more from the inside to hit it solid. All right?
Yep.
So, you have another golf ball?
I don't. I need to get one out of my cart.
Here we go. Magic golf ball. Here we go. Let's have a little practice swing there, and let's see if we can make those changes. There you go. Much better. Much different finish position there. Oh, wow. Boy, that sounded really good. How'd that feel?
Really good.
Awesome.
Yeah, that contact was, I mean, look how deep and steep this was. That was just really square and solid.
Awesome,
good.
Man.
Very good.
I'm glad I could help you out, man. You really sounded like you were ready to jump in the lake there or something.
I was a mess. I kept hitting it down the fairway and had easy approach shots, and next thing I know, just keep making bogeys and doubles.
Awesome, man.
You know, thanks,
Glad
Jason.
we could help. And glad you guys could join us tonight on the Twitter Academy. I hope this helps you with your ball striking. Hope you hit a few more greens, and we'll see you next time.